Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your daily advice for January 11th, 2017. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. This is a general reading looking at the energies that surround us at this time, what we need to know about these energies in order to use them for our highest good. And so it's not so much a predictive reading in as much as it is insight into the potential we have to work with, what we need to be aware of, to manifest our own ideas, to manifest our own goals. And so we're looking at the energies that surround us at this time, and for everyone's going to be something a little bit different because we're all going through different things, and this is for all signs, everyone who needs to hear these messages. And so let's have a look at what the energy is for us today. And I thought that, it's really nice because it's January is the first month. We have an 11 talking about, again, reinforcing the number 1. And we have our Oracle card, the number 1 card here. So definitely a day for new beginnings, or definitely a day to let go of the past, release the past, cut ties with the past also coming up. And either make different choices, change path, start fresh, heal, release is also coming up with that with the energy here. Our first card represents the influence of the past, our current situation, and we have the Justice card. The Justice card is a major arcana card. I feel for a lot of us this talks about karma. It talks about karmic lessons that were learned, and therefore we can cut ties with that particular situation in our life, or those particular energies in our lives, or people that have kind of helped us or challenged us to learn those lessons. The Justice card is weighing up our options. So it could be that we've been contemplating change, or we've been contemplating walking away or ending something, severing ties with something, and we've been going back and forth on it, or weighing up our options. That can also come up. So it wasn't an easy decision. If this was our decision, it was not an easy decision. This could have been an outside decision, so karma kind of deciding for us, or I don't know, the legal system, the justice system, deciding for us, or giving us that final decision that allowed us to release and move on, and to be free from that situation so that we can move forward to new beginnings. Okay, whatever the case may be, this is something that was karmic. This is something that had to happen in our lives the way it happened in order for us to learn a valuable lesson about ourselves. Unfortunately, we tend to learn when we are challenged. When things are going well, we kind of become a little bit complacent, or we just feel comfortable. And when we're comfortable, we're not really pushing ourselves because we don't have to, okay? And so there's nothing wrong with that. But with major lessons, especially with karmic lessons, usually the situations that help us learn those lessons are something that truly push our limits, to grow, to expand, to change our vision, to change our approach when it comes to that particular situation. And the lessons, or the truth that we learn, is not easy to get to. We struggle to get there, but once we do, it does give us a sense of freedom in that now we know, and now we can act differently, or we can change things in our lives for the better, okay? For today, we have the 8 of Swords. So for some of us, I'm looking at both these cards, and they both have blindfold on. So what I'm seeing here is, for some of us, this was a decision that was made in the past. We made it, or it was made for us, to cut ties, to release, and to have a new beginning. And with this being in the present, we still have not done this, okay? We're holding on to this for fear of change. Until we see it for what it is, it's almost like it's not real. So we're kind of avoiding it a little bit, or we are not acknowledging our own power in making this change. We're not acknowledging our own ability to say, okay, this is what's going to happen, and then going through with it, okay? Because the 8 of Swords is a card that says, we're kind of stuck where we are, because we're afraid to move on, or we're afraid to open our eyes and see things for what they are. The Eight of Swords is an energy that can, it could be that a lot's going on, or a lot's going on within our own minds, or a lot's changing around us. And with the Eight of Swords, it's almost like I don't know what to do, so I'm going to hide away, and maybe someone else will make that decision for me. Or I'm going to hide away, and hopefully things are going to sort themselves out. But with the Justice card here, remember that it took a lot to get us to learn that lesson, whatever this is. It took a lot. But we went through it, and we have learned the lesson. And the way we show the universe that we've learned the lesson is that we make different choices. So with the Eight of Swords, don't be afraid to start fresh today. Don't be afraid to take a step forward today, to release the past. Just to start. You don't have to, go overboard, but just to start the process, just to start that journey today is what we're really encouraged to do. It's going to be very cleansing. It's going to bring us release. And also, it will bring us confidence and reassuring energy of, yes, I can do this, okay? And no, I didn't go through all of that for nothing, okay? And that's how we start to create change, positive change for the better. We start new karmic cycles that are better, easier for us to go through. And the energy that we're moving into tomorrow with is the Eight of Pentacles. So slow but steady, okay? And it can be actual tomorrow, or it can be just the future in general. And you have the Justice card and then two eights here. And actually in some decks, I believe it's the Justice card and the Strength card. They're sometimes reversed. Sometimes the Justice card is number 8 and the Strength card is number 11. I could be remembering wrong, but I just saw those two cards switched up, the Strength and the Justice. Or the Justice card came up and I saw the Strength because of the number 8 cards here. Either way, it's a message to be confident with our choices, to open up and create change. And we're headed towards abundance, we're headed towards prosperity, we're headed towards long-term success and balance today, okay? Number 8 talks about movement, action, change, okay? Starting new cycles, rebirth, regeneration, spiritual fortitude, really, that comes from whatever this lesson was with the Justice card here. But we're moving forward, we're creating slow but steady progress, and we are creating. That's the main thing. We're applying what we've learned. This is the card of the Apprentice. We don't know everything yet, and that's okay. We're learning as we go, but we're going. You know what I mean? We're moving forward. So don't be afraid to use the lessons. Don't be afraid to apply the lessons that you've learned in the past that have been very difficult to learn. There have been karmic lessons, but we have learned them. So we have to show the universe that we've learned them by applying them. Otherwise, it's just going to take us back into that kind of situation for us to be able to prove that, okay, have we or haven't we learned the lesson? Or it's going to think, if we don't apply what we've learned, it's going to think that we haven't learned. And so it's going to give us that situation again to say, okay, well, maybe they didn't get it. I'm going to give them a second chance or another chance to learn the lesson. And we're going to be repeating a cycle that really we've gone through. We've learned everything that we were supposed to out of it, and it's not necessary. It's just kind of wasting time and energy. So open your eyes and take charge and create something. Take one step today to show the universe that we've learned our lesson here. Okay? We know, we understand, we know what to do, and we're creating that change in our lives. So it shows that we know what to do. And our guidance card is number 1, and it's a card that talks about new beginnings, of course, rebirth, redefining who we are. And if you can see here, and these are gorgeous cards, on the floor, I don't know if you can see them, but these 3 tarot cards are portraying the Fool in 3 different tarot decks. So again, it's talking about new beginnings and taking leaps of faith. And yet she's standing there. And again, she has her eyes closed. See here? So something that we're avoiding, something that we may try to escape in terms of applying what we've learned. We took that leap of faith at some point with the Fool. And now we're kind of stuck in between. And it's important that we open our eyes and we take a step forward. Okay? These doves here represent a new beginning. They represent peace, harmony, release. Okay? Releasing the past, releasing that situation that we had to take a leap of faith to get away from, that we had to completely change our lives, to release from our lives. Okay? To redefine who we were, to be able to be free of that situation. Okay? And so today, with the number 1, it's again reminding us, it's about us. It's about what we want. And now we know what we want. Now we know what we deserve. Now we know what we want to manifest in our lives. Now we know what change we want to see. Now we know who we want to be. So it's time to apply the lesson and create the change. Take one step today. Okay? Take one step to show the universe, I've learned my lesson, I understand, and now I do things differently, and I see things differently. Okay? I have changed, I have transformed, I have grown, and I believe in myself to apply what I've learned and to create a new path for myself, or to continue to walk on the path that I've chosen with confidence, knowing that I've chosen well and knowing that I am building something worthwhile and long-lasting in my life. So that's the message for us today. We really are encouraged to open our eyes and to apply what we've learned. Not run away from a situation, not run away from a decision, not run away from taking action. Because we're not sure, we're afraid, or we're overwhelmed. All these cards are telling us, we know what to do. We know what to do. We know how to create change. We know what the right path is. Or to just go back and remember, I've been through this before. I've learned from it. I know what to do differently. I know what I want to do differently so that I don't end up in the same bad place. And then prove that, kind of, walk the talk by taking one step today and walking on this new path, or opening our eyes and embracing the path that we've chosen for ourselves a little while ago, and then we kind of lost our path somewhere in between. So it's a day for new beginnings. It's a day to release the past, more importantly, learn from it and let it go. Embrace new opportunities, embrace new energies, redefine, reshape, create change. And it starts today, slowly, surely. Just take one step. Do one thing to show the universe that we've learned from our experience. Okay, so whatever this is that we're avoiding, or we're kind of going along and it's kind of same old, but we're trying to, it's almost like, you've learned the lesson. It's almost like you went to school and you graduated and yet you still act like you're a student, okay? Because now you kind of have to, you're in between, you were a student and now you kind of have to go off and face the world and make it your own. And so that's where we are. We're kind of in between now. And so it says, you know what, you've graduated, so, act like it, kind of energy. Encouraging us today to start walking our own path, or to take credit for how we got to choose this path for ourselves and really embrace it and kind of watch where we're going. Look at where we're going, look at what we're accomplishing, look at what we are manifesting and who we are. Acknowledging and honoring the lessons that we've been through that have been difficult. Okay? Honoring them and honoring ourselves because we've learned these lessons. We're stronger now by showing it. Okay? So hopefully the message makes sense, and I hope that it helps. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for all your support. Truly, I do value it very, very much. It's very precious to me. And I've been talking all day because I've finished the monthlies and I'll be posting them really shortly. And I'm kind of losing my voice now. So I'm going to leave it at this. And Wish everyone a beautiful new day for new energy and new beginnings. Encouragement to use our lessons, apply what we've learned in order to create new paths or bring in more confidence in our step. So hopefully we all have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.